Hello everyone. Hopefully you're joining me here for a couple of reasons, not just to see me unbox this new Ratrig V-core 3D printer. If you've seen me before or you've seen any of my videos, you know that I put out mostly rocket related videos, and that was mostly rocket fuel and model rockets and stuff like that. I was doing those videos when I was in high school. I never stopped building things. I've been building stuff ever since, but my filming of those things has gone to the wayside. I have been desperately wanting to get back into filming. Most of my favorite YouTube channels are other builders, and I would like to join that community and be back in that. Today, this 3D printer and the kit arrived for me, and I thought, you know what, this might be a good way to jump in and film this. So I'm going to start with an unboxing video. I'm not going to spend a ton of time with all the intricate stuff. I don't know if that's ASMR or whatever you want to call it. And that doesn't really do it for me, but I do want to show you the different components that come with this kit. I am in no way sponsored by these guys, but I was inspired by their IDEX setup on this printer, with the ability to possibly print supports and solid or in normal models, or to print like TPU on the same print that I'm doing PLA or ABS or nylon or any of those things. So, and it's a bigger build volume than any of my other printers. So I think this will be a cool build to get started. I hope you guys will give me some comments on other things you'd like to see. We are in my shop right now. There are a lot of various projects sort of surrounding here, including an airplane I'm building right behind me. If you guys would like to see any more of those, please leave comments on that. But let's get into what you probably came here for. Okay, so ready to jump into this. So I'm not really sure where to start. This came in, as you can see, well, it said 7 boxes. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 boxes here. I opened these just enough to kind of peer in them and see that this is mostly the frame, and this will be kind of the first step to build. But I do want to see what's in these other component boxes. So I think we're going to open these and just dive right in. Okay, so to start with, let's see what we got here. Look like motors. Okay, we got belts, other hardware. Looks like some standoffs, gears, pulleys. Okay, so this is going to come into play a little bit later. Probably not for a little bit. We have mount motor drivers, just the Big Tree Tech TMC 2209s. I have these on my other printer also, so familiar with those. And some 3D printed parts. I believe the kit I ordered came with ABS parts. I'll probably do something different with those down the road, but these should be perfectly adequate for the initial build here. Look like belt tensioners. And then this looks like motor plates. Pretty decent print quality on those. So, okay, nothing too significant, nothing too crazy there. Let's just double check here what we have for motors. So I did order the hybrid upgrade and the IDEX. So there's twice as many motors on the Y axis. Yep, just pretty standard. These NEMA 17. I don't know if there's anything special about these. Okay, next box. Like a kid at Christmas. So there's some stuff in here that I'm not 100% sure on. I haven't looked through the build manuals yet, so we will get into that. But we got more 3D printed parts. Look like cable holders, extruder. There's like some ducting in here. Set that aside. We got our extruder. This is a Rapido hot end 2. More Big Tree Tech. What do we got in this one? Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's CAN bus. Okay, so connect everything together, and we got some more stuff in here. I see some heat sinks that usually go on the motor driver boards. No more motor drivers, so that must be for the CAN bus. Interesting. cables. Okay, we'll get to this stuff later. Electronics are going to be down the road. I'm still going to see what else is in here. This printer does come with the Orbiter Extruder V2. We can look at that now, but we'll look at it more closely later. When I read into this, these extruders do seem fairly capable. I am running the Hemera on my other one, E3D Hemera. That one runs pretty good. It's really good for soft filaments and has some pretty good ability to drive filament with high pressures and high flow rates, but I think I've seen a lot of good stuff about this one too. Additional connectors for stuff, USB. I wonder if that's for the CAN bus. We'll figure all this out as we get a little bit closer to the electronics work. Yeah, these are all labeled, but they don't really mean anything. I don't know what VAOC means, or VA0C. Oh, this is stuff for the IDEX pack. Some motor brackets here. Okay, so, and PTFE tubing. Random piece of T-slot there. Yeah, we'll come to that when we get to it, I guess. Throw all the stuff back in here. Oh, I didn't open this box yet. That's interesting. A bunch of different USB on here. This must be combining their various boards. So it says it's a USB 3.2 Gen 1 hub hat. Okay, looks like that goes on the Raspberry Pi if I had to guess. Should be one of those in one of these boxes. I think I ordered it with it. I hope I did. Alright. I do have a spare. I'd rather not use it for this. Next box. Got some clips here. Not sure what those will be for yet. It's just some strands of wire, crimp connectors. It's a pretty low profile fan there. Some heat set inserts, that's good to know, or good to have, know where they are. And another cover for something. Look, there's still a lot of stuff I haven't seen yet, electronic-wise, so I hope I have all the parts. This is all that came. Okay, this does say the electronics enclosure. Looks like some, I think that's aluminum. Can't tell if it's anodized or powder coated though. And there's quite a few of these. Let's see. Various plates. It does say electronics enclosure on the box, which must all be for that. These are pretty light, so thinking aluminum. Okay, that's that. Okay, I'm sure hoping in one of these there's supposed to be a, oh maybe there isn't a screen on this. The Raspberry Pi and that stuff should be coming somewhere. That makes me nervous. Well, maybe it's in that big box. Alright, let's see what's in this box here. I did only open this side. I hope that'd be enough. I don't know that I want to get all this out yet. So this, to give you an idea of just how substantial this printer is, that is the build plate. And that is, that is wild. So magnetic backing, I'm guessing this flips off of that, but I might just keep them stuck together for the time being. Massive heating pad that I guess I have to stick on there. And then a big piece of milled aluminum plate. That's pretty good. Okay, this is cool. Let's set that aside for right now. I know this is the frame components. It's a lot of 80-20 well, I don't know if that's what they even call it anymore because it's probably metric, but. Since we're going to jump into this one, ooh, bunch of shavings in there. We're going to jump into the frame first once we're done unboxing everything, so I'm going to set this aside and actually unbox it last. Set that over here. Okay. Okay, so we have motion components. Got rails, hard to see in here, we'll get to that stuff more later. Lead screws over here. Rails, pretty long rails there. Some smaller T-slot, and then these must be the lead screws for the Z-axis. And some more T-slot. Stuff in the bottom of this one. Hoping we have some electronics in here. Okay, some plates here. So I need to do some investigation because I am definitely missing some things. That's concerning. All right. That sucks. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so that did not go according to plan. Should have known better. I have boxes and stuff everywhere. The plan was to do this very organized and methodically and show that, yeah, I know how to build things, I know how to do things organized, but turns out I'm missing a box. They shipped 2 shipments. One of them had 7 boxes, and one of them had 1. And somehow they took 1 from one and the 1 from the other. I got a total of 7, and I'm missing that 1 box. So it just so happens that 1 box has all the bolts I need to build it. It has all the electronics, motors, pretty much the heart of the operation, and everything I need to get started is in that 1 box that's missing. So I just got off the phone with DHL. They're assuring me that it will show up on Monday, which today's Thursday, and I'm out of town all next week, so that sucks. And I'm trying not to get pissed about it. I'm trying to see what else I can do. So anyone who's a builder hopefully knows this pain. It is super annoying, but I guess I'm glad I'm sharing it with you. So I will be back when I can make some progress here, but right now I have a mess to clean up. It took me a little bit to figure out what box was what and what I was missing, so I had to tear through everything off camera. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. As you can see, a box showed up. I couldn't be happier. It's only Friday. Remember, this was only supposed to be here Monday, and I wasn't even sure then because I thought they lost it. So I think everything I'm missing is in here, which means we can start building as soon as I get this open and figure out what parts are here. Off camera, I went through and sort of separated all the stuff, so I have everything organized here, threw all the garbage away, so we should be able to jump right into building. But let's open this up and let's see what they have here. It does say it was repacked by DHL. I hope that doesn't mean it was destroyed and they had to rebox it. I guess we're about to see. It looks like they added some stuff to protect it, so that's good. A bunch of bubble wrap. Out of here. Okay, here are the electronics I was waiting for. More stepper drivers. Obviously need that, need the board for them. The Raspberry Pi. Still not 100% sure how this ties in. I think it has to do with the offline work, or being able to attach everything offline, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Power supply. Oh, that's interesting. The box is wet. The cardboard is damp. I don't know if you can see this very well. But it's wrapped in plastic. I think we should be okay. And all it is, it's a 10 amp, 24 volt output DC supply. So worst case scenario, I can get another one of these. That's really not a big deal. Let's get this box out of here. There is a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so this has the Big Tree Tech Octopus control system. So this is the brains. And like I said yesterday, we'll look at this stuff closer. This is a pretty good sized board. Oh, and they're the ones that always give you the little duck. Okay, so we'll dive into this down the road. A lot of building to do before we get to the actual electronics. This feels a little damp too. Okay. And the beacon. I'm also excited about this. Have you seen this online? This little chip is used for leveling the build plate, but it can scan the board or scan the build plate much faster than your standard Pro, but it has to go and create a grid. So this will create a grid, but it doesn't have to stop to do it. Very excited to see how quickly and smoothly that works. Got some cables here. I think they're likely just for the stepper drivers, extension cables for those, so we'll see. Some USB, what's it say? So here's the original tool head. So the stuff I looked at yesterday was actually for the IDEX and the hybrid. I didn't have any of the original stuff. That was all in this box here. So saw this on the add-on, so I guess just additional brackets and stuff to support probably spool holder. Spool holder hardware. Another extruder. We saw all these yesterday. It's just duplicates. So now we got more stepper drivers or stepper motors wrapped up. More stepper motors. These must be, I wonder if they're a little different. Probably for the Z-axis. Quite a few motors. Okay, more fans. These are hard to say what they're for sure. They could be for the extruder. This one's not labeled. Okay, they said that there would be some 3D printed parts in here. That's a big old chunk of 3D printed parts. I understand you can't see this, so I'll hold this stuff up. Yeah, kind of amazed, if I'm going to be honest, how many printed parts are in this kit. I don't think it's a bad thing, although when things are injection molded, for some reason you get a little bit better feel for it, but I think this is great. Lots of, oh, even some of the brackets to hold the T-slot together are 3D printed. So, yeah, we should be good to start building with these. Throw these over here. And this is the part I couldn't do anything without. Got all the bolts, all the hardware, nuts for the T-slot, everything. Okay, let's see. Piano wire. This was on, I found this in another box too. I don't know what this is for. So we'll come to that eventually. I think something to do with the PTFE tubing, but we'll see. More belts. Some handles. These must be the feet. And some motor mount plates, and these are actually metal. They're not 3D printed. Interesting. I wonder why some are and some aren't. More 3D printed parts. Another box of something. Oh, that is a solid state relay, it looks like. What's that say? Sure enough. I bet that's for like the on-off switch or the power on-off. Or this could be for the heat bed. And actually that's probably what it is. Even it says 24 to 440, 8 volts AC, turned on with 3 to 32. So if I had to guess, full solid state relays to turn the heat bed on, because yesterday when we took this apart I didn't realize, but it's 1,000 watts in this heat pad. And it's main, everyone calls it mains voltage, but 120 volt. And some foam 3M, I'm guessing double-sided tape. One more box in here. Oh, another orbiter extruder. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and I'll be back in a second. We'll start building on the frame. Actually, after recording, I decided it made more sense to keep the build videos separate from this one. So please stay tuned. The next video will be building the frame. And I've already actually completed that at this point, so jump right over to that here.